Hey everyone, welcome to this live reaction video, I guess. The Pokemon Direct happened this morning and I was at work. And so I am going to watch it now for the first time. Before we actually start the video, let's switch over to this. Okay. So, I have been on Twitter a little bit. I've seen some of the announcements, but I haven't watched this Direct at all. And I'm very excited to. Some of the stuff sounds really cool. But I did make some predictions on Twitter before. I think this was yesterday? 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Okay, so these were my thoughts going into here. They have to talk about Pokemon Home, because they said it was coming out like January or something like that when they announced it. And it would be very cool to get that working for Sword and Shield very quickly. And then we have... They also announced Pokemon Sleep at that same time, which is the weird like Pokemon Go, but tracks your sleep thing. I don't know if they're going to talk about that. We'll see. They also said they're going to have Detective Pikachu on Switch. We'll see if they talk about that. And normally they have like at least one Pokemon spin-off game a year-ish, whether it's like Mystery Dungeon or Rumble or a puzzle game or something like that, or a mobile game. So I think, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure that's something that I got right there. Okay, I say probably no next main game. Like probably the next main games are going to be like Diamond and Pearl remakes, you would think. Platinum remakes. Maybe they do another Let's Go with Gold and Silver. I don't know. But they're probably not going to announce that right now. Sword and Shield just came out. They probably save that for whatever. And then this last point I made, I said, I wonder if there's going to be some DLC or update for Sword and Shield. And like they have to do an update if they're going to do Pokemon Home connecting to it. Because right now there's no, like, there's just nowhere to connect to Pokemon Home. I get there has to be some place that lets you connect with that. Is what I'm thinking there, and yeah, it would be neat if they did DLC. But we may as well jump into the Direct and actually see what is going on. All right. Let's go.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast, I'd like to touch on two topics.
Okay.
Let's get started with the first topic. Have a look at the following footage.
All right. Jumping right in. 2006. That was a while ago. This is Mystery Dungeon. Yeah. Aw, that's a Game Boy Advance game. Or the DS game, probably, with the aspect ratio. Okay. Now it's 2020. Look how good that looks! Are they...
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah, they're remaking it. They're remaking the first one. Oh, that's so pretty. I am in love with this. The first games were the best. Oh, they got Mega Evolutions.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Okay, so that's a new thing. Huh.
It's been about 15 years since
That's
Pokemon
amazing.
Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance.
And Game Boy
systems in
Advance.
Japan.
Yeah.
But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title.
Awesome.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX will be released March 6, 2020.
That's awesome. That's right around the corner. A couple months away.
We'll release a demo version on Nintendo eShop, available later today.
Okay.
You'll be able to carry
I
over your
am
save
gonna go
data
get
to the
that.
full version of the game once purchased.
That's awesome.
Please take this opportunity to get a sample of the fun. Now, for the other topic, I think we'll ask
Okay.
Game Freak to share it with you.
So is this
Suda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
the one other topic? It's gotta be Sword and Shield stuff.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Amori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November.
It's been great.
Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience.
Okay. I mean,
And the Galar region is a vast one. We suspect you've
Sort
had
of.
many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to
this is
explore.
DLC.
We've been working on plans for some time, in fact.
Okay.
This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon
Okay.
Shield Expansion
Expansion
Pass.
Pass.
Downloadable expansions for the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
Okay.
Until now, we've sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous games,
Mm-hmm.
such as Pokemon Platinum version or Pokemon
Oh,
Ultra
there's
Sun
all
and
of 'em.
Pokemon Ultra Moon. This expansion pass will be different from those games.
Okay.
You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
I'm okay with this.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you. Please
All
have
right.
a look.
Let's see it. I hope there's just more places to explore and stuff. Like, they could add more islands or something. I don't know. Okay, nothing new so far. Our adventure continues. Okay. There was a Talonflame, which we haven't seen yet. I think that was Talonflame. Okay. Slowpoke. Into what? That's Galarian Slowpoke, I guess. Unless there's another region? That's a new character. These are all new characters. Are these new clothes? Hairstyles? Okay. I'm okay with that. More clothes and stuff. Can actually get the champion's hat. That's funny. Who are these guys? Okay. Those new Pokemon. Venusaur Blastoise. What? Were those Those had to be Gigantamax. Okay. Really? These have to be new Gigantamax forms. The Isle of Armor. Okay. Okay. Where does it go? Is it to the south? Is this a new thing? More clothes. A Reggie. Registeel. Electric Reggie? Dragon Reggie? I don't know. Whoa. I wonder what that Slowpoke evolves into. Okay, those have to be new Pokemon that are... Whoa! Is that Moltres? Those have, yeah, that's Articuno Zapdos Moltres, but they're like new forms? Maybe they're Galarian forms. The Crown Tundra. Crown Tundra. Okay. Part 1 and Part 2. Okay. Neat. Hello. Who are you? Is this the Pokemon for armor? Or are there just two versions of this guy for Sword and Shield? And that one's... So armor and
What did you
crown.
think of this first look? The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020,
Okay.
and the Crown Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020.
Okay.
If you buy the Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released.
Awesome.
Each part offers a different adventure, where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are two versions of the Expansion Pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions, and you'll also run into some different people and places.
Okay.
We're hoping players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one another and working together.
Now, without further ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
Sure.
Mr. Tani?
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for the Pokemon Sword Expansion
This
Pass,
guy looks very
Pokemon
young.
Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra are in development as we speak.
Okay, you can see the
So
two
today,
Pokemon in the
we'd like
logos
to show
now.
off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new areas. Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth.
Okay.
Take a look.
Okay. I'm down for this. Get a tour.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant
There's
island
Talonflame
on the
for
shores
sure.
of the Galar region, known as the Isle of Armor.
In the corner there.
This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar dwelling there too.
Interesting. There's the Slowpokes down there on
There's a
the...
dojo for Pokemon battles on this island,
I wonder what that means.
and you'll take up an apprenticeship under the Pokemon trainer who runs it.
I wonder if it's a...
This is Mustard, who will become your mentor. He's also the mentor of Champion Leon, who you probably know quite well. In fact, Mustard has occupied the seat of champion himself in the past. You'll also encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices. When playing with the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user.
Ooh.
When playing with the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass,
Okay,
you will be training with
interesting.
Avery, who is a Psychic-type user. They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own.
Interesting. Okay.
Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story,
Here we go. Here's that guy. Yeah.
Cubfu. It's a
Okay.
fighting-type Pokemon that strives to become stronger with single-minded dedication. As you
So,
progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon.
we must have seen the evolution
Once you
before, because
complete
the
your
other guy...
training together with Cubfu, it will be able to evolve
Okay,
into
yeah.
Urshifu.
Yeah, there it is.
Urshifu is a Pokemon with two distinct styles.
Interesting.
There is
Between the
single
two
strike style.
versions.
A fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed.
One punch.
There is also rapid strike style. A fighting
Okay.
and water type style that focuses
Interesting.
on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes.
Huh.
What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form.
Okay.
Each style will have a different appearance, as well as a different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Kubfu into an Urshifu in one of these two styles,
Interesting.
Single Strike style or Rapid Strike style, during your adventure. Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its two styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
Okay. So it's going to be competition legal.
We also want to talk about Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon, final evolutions of the first three Pokemon you team up with in the Galar region.
Oh, those are
During your
Gigantamax.
adventure in the
Yeah.
Isle of Armor, these
Interesting.
special partners in your teams will be
Oh,
able
he's a
to
sniper.
Gigantamax. You can
What?
look forward to seeing their new forms and new G-Max moves. And as you can see here,
What?
we've got even more in the works to make sure your journey is as smooth and fun as possible.
Apricorns to make Pokeballs.
There are new
That's all I
types,
ever wanted.
and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike.
Can you change what
We
you
hope
look
you
like while you're
forward
on the
to
bike?
New experiences coming in
There
the
was
Isle of
Bulbasaur
Armor.
and Venusaur. Or, Blastoise and Venusaur again. Interesting.
Next, I'd like to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area.
We should
which
have
has
seen
a
this
theme of
coming.
Exploration.
There were
I'm
just
going to
enough
show you the information
pieces
we
that
have
were
at the moment.
missing that they
This
had to
expansion
fill in.
is set in the snow-swept realm
Like
of
the
Crown
Charizard
Tundra.
without the
Take a look for
Bulbasaur
yourself
or
at
the
beautiful
Venusaur and
scenery of this
Blastoise.
shining silvery landscape.
Okay.
As
It's
it
another
turns
new
out,
area.
The Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other.
Okay.
Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before.
Okay.
Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration.
The
There will be
Reggies.
plenty for you to uncover. You might find a strange temple where you least expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious giant tree growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong.
Interesting.
A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra.
What certain person?
You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside
I wonder if
Pokemon
it's
dens,
Sonia or
which you
Hop.
could only previously get a glimpse of during Max Raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure. Legends say this Pokemon
Crown.
once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements.
Interesting.
Get ready to experience a never-before-told story about the mysteries of Calyrex.
Psychic Grass.
Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well. This
Okay.
will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokemon dens that exist underground in the Crown Tundra.
Huh.
Deep inside the dens, you may see legendary Pokemon from past games Dynamaxing before your eyes. You'll be able to meet and make allies of all kinds of legendary Pokemon during your adventures in
That's
the Crown
all of 'em.
Tundra, including ones you'll be able to catch through this co-op play.
That's so many.
It also appears that some brand new legendary Pokemon
What is
are
that?
also
Is that
waiting to
Dark
be found
Reggie? Is it
somewhere
Steel
in this
Reggie?
land.
I don't know.
And combined with the Isle
Interesting.
of Armor, dozens of new clothing items will be added. Plus, there will be new battles
Good.
waiting for you to challenge once you complete your entire game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
Good.
We can't go into the details of everything, but we're working on planning and developing new ways to enjoy Pokemon even as we speak. The Isle
Okay.
of Armor and the Crown Tundra areas themselves are actually two key examples of the things we're working on. Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the Galar region,
Awesome.
where players are able to move around freely and control
That's
the
awesome.
camera. Of course, you'll be able to connect with other trainers and play with them too. There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon that haven't previously appeared
Neat.
in the Galar region.
Okay.
There's more to see and do on
Huh.
the Isle of Armor
That
and in
really-
the Crown Tundra than there
Uh,
was even in the wild.
The
area.
Pokedex. Man.
We'll bring you
really
more
shuffles it
information
around.
about them in future news reports, so please stay tuned.
Future news reports. Okay. With more details.
What did you think?
I like it.
We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content, so you can spend
Cool.
more time having fun in the Galar region. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Cool.
Thank you, Mr. Tani. On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra, you'll see some familiar Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas, and you can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
Neat.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
Okay.
These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokemon
but they
that appear on the Isle of
they
Armor
can get
and
them
the
in
Crown
trades and
Tundra
stuff.
through other means,
Interesting.
such as
Okay.
trading. Players will also be able to bring over Pokemon to their games from the cloud
There it
service
is.
Pokemon Home, as long as the Pokemon appear in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion packs.
Okay.
Pokemon
Talk about
Home
this.
is planned to launch in February 2020.
Nice.
We intend to release even more details before then, so please wait just a little bit longer.
Okay. Huh. I thought they were gonna talk about that a
Finally,
lot.
We have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal,
Hey.
Gigantamax Lapras, and
Uh-huh.
Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles in the wild area.
Neat.
Face these powerful Pokemon with your friends. There will also be a software update going live available later today.
Okay.
Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station. In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon
Oh, there's the
Shield,
rivals.
you'll run into Avery. You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor. You can try to catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor,
What does he look like?
or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra.
That makes
Don't
sense.
forget to check it out.
That just makes sense.
What did you think? Today, we've finally been able to show you some of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going forward.
Cool.
We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures waiting for you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
Mm-hmm.
Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced before.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do,
Yep.
we'll do
Twice.
our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
Awesome.
Stay tuned for more updates in the future.
Perfect.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass,
June
which
and
contains
fall.
both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
Okay, well, I know what I'm doing. Getting that and then getting the
You'll also be able to access Nintendo eShop
demo.
directly from the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield
Neat,
menu
okay.
once you install the latest update for your game. As a special purchase bonus, we've also prepared some clothing items that can be used starting today.
Sure.
Pokemon will continue to try new things in 2020 to bring fun and joy to people around the world. Thank you for tuning in.
Awesome. That was good. Huh. That's super neat. And that's it. That's it. Okay. Well. Let's switch over here. That was fun. I like that. I like that they're doing actual full-blown expansion DLC. That's super cool. Yeah. It sucks that it's gonna take the whole year to for it all to come out, but I'm super excited to keep diving back in. I love that they're adding more Pokemon. I love that they're adding new legendaries and stuff. That's neat. New areas is really something the game needed, and I really hope, at least the Crown, whatever it was called, Crown Tundra, that last one seemed like what was really missing from the game. Place to explore, place to, just seek out new Pokemon and stuff. I was talking to my brother after we both beat the game, and I was like, remember when Pokemon had, the Reggie quest where you had to, literally translate things from Braille and, stand in the middle of a room and use, cut on nothing, and all of a sudden a door opens and stuff. I hope there's stuff like that. Seeing Regis and new Regis, like, that makes me hopeful. I mean, maybe not quite as obtuse as like Gen 3 was, but stuff to make the world bigger, to make it more storied and to explore more. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I am. I like it. I like it a lot. I really like Sword and Shield they're a great base. Like, I played through the campaign in both of them. I was gonna do a YouTube series on it, but I've got like almost 40 hours like of footage, and like, I don't know. I didn't know how to present it well on my channel here. Maybe I'll do another playthrough, and maybe I'll record that, because like, going into it blind, like, I didn't know how to break things up or what to expect or how things were gonna go. I thought gyms were gonna be where they weren't and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut together a supercut of my reactions to new Pokemon or something, but that seems like a lot of work, to be honest. But I really did like Sword and Shield. I played a lot. I put probably 60 plus hours into both, so I mean, I'm getting close to 200 hours. Oh, well, yeah, more than 60. Yeah, I'm getting close to 200 hours combined in both games. Through breeding and trading, and I've completed the Pokedex and all that. It's a lot of fun. I liked it, but it just seemed kind of empty, especially after the game, and I'm really glad they're expanding it. I'm really, really glad they're expanding it. And then Mystery Dungeon. Oh, I want to go back. Let me pull this up here. I want to just see what that game looks like. I'm gonna turn the volume down, and we can watch it at like half speed. Okay. Here we go. I am in love with, let's bump it a bit, with this new art style. I'm so glad that they are remaking it. I was just like, look at that. I know I get that it's just 3D models and there's like filters and whatever, like, that are making it look like that, but look at the ground and stuff. Like, the textures are gorgeous. I love everything about this. Like, it's so pretty. I was just thinking, like, I have both the original games, the Blue and Red Rescue Teams, and I was thinking of playing them. At least Red Rescue Team, the Game Boy Advance one, because I love Game Boy Advance. Go back. Look at the little village. All the Pokemon. They're such good games. Like, it was such a cool concept to begin with, where you actually play as a Pokemon. So you start out, maybe I'll do I don't want to promise anything, but maybe I'll do a gameplay video of the demo. But yeah, you start out the game, you take a quiz, and it filters you into like a Pokemon, or at least gives you a couple choices. And like, you can be any like of the starters up to a point. I think up to Gen 3 at that point. So like Mudkip or Chikorita or Bulbasaur or whatever. And then there are a few extras. There's like, you could be Pikachu, you could be I think you could be Pikachu. You could be Eevee, I'm pretty sure. I love the other mystery dungeons that came after this were good. Like, they were just following the format and they told their own different stories, but something about the first ones, like, they were so good. They were really good. Go back. Charizard. It is neat that they added Mega Evolution. I'm wondering, so Groudon, okay. Groudon's not new. I wonder how, Pokemon on the box. Nope, they're all the original. It's been so long since I played this game, too. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. That's very I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this. And it's just a few months away. I'm glad. Two big announcements, two great announcements. They're very good. Okay. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah. Man. That was a great direct. Lots of cool things. So, I'm very excited about Pokemon. I will see you next time. Who knows what that'll be? It might be the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It might be some other game. I'm thinking of playing another game. Like I don't know. I need to add more to this channel. I haven't uploaded since like October. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my reactions to this, and that they weren't too annoying or distracting or whatever. Feel free to tell me what you think about anything in the comments or at my Twitter at Joey Markham. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. And I think that's pretty much it. And I will see you whenever I see you. Bye.